Ever met someone so entitled they treat every favor like it's owed to them? Yeah, that's my mother-in-law. And one night, after years of her manipulating, lying, and threatening to sue us, I loaded her precious belongings onto a trailer and dropped them right on her driveway at 2 in the morning. She wanted her stuff? Oh, she got it. All 700 pounds of it. If you've ever had someone drain the joy out of your life, someone who thought they could bully you forever and face no consequences, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for one of the pettiest, most satisfying stories of family karma you'll ever hear. I'll start with this. I don't just dislike my mother-in-law. I hate her. And believe me, I don't throw that word around lightly. She's the most narcissistic, self-serving human being I've ever met. The kind of woman who turns every gathering into a war zone of drama, guilt trips, and fake tears. When she walks into a room, it's like the air itself gets heavier. You can feel the joy being sucked out, like she's some kind of emotional black hole. Thankfully, she lives in Long Island and refuses to drive off the island, which means my family only has to see her once, maybe twice a year. And honestly, even that feels like too much. Now, here's where the hypocrisy comes in. We have 3 kids, and she's only visited one of them in the last 5 years. Why? Because, according to her, long drives give me anxiety. But funny enough, she somehow managed to drive out of state to buy a lamp from an auction in Connecticut. A freaking lamp, 30 minutes away from our house. So yeah, grandkids aren't worth the drive. But a lamp? Totally fine. About 5 years ago, my wife and I bought her uncle's old cabin upstate. 17 acres of beautiful land surrounded by trees, fresh air, and peace. The place needed a little love, sure, some repairs, a fresh coat of paint, but it was ours. The property came with a few old sheds full of tools and 2 massive Ford farm tractors that looked straight out of a 1970s postcard. We made sure during the purchase that all contents convey. That meant everything on that land was ours. Her uncle didn't care. He lived in the city and wasn't about to use a tractor in Bay Ridge. But of course, nothing that simple stays simple when the black hole of drama gets involved. A week after we closed on the cabin, my mother-in-law called out of nowhere. And the tone in her voice said it all. That slow, self-righteous kind of venom she says for when she's about to cause chaos. That property has my stuff in it, she said. I inherited some things from my brother. I want them back. Apparently, she was claiming one of the tractors, the broken one, plus a couple of chainsaws, a shop vac, and some random tools. Tools she wouldn't know how to use if her life depended on it. I swear, the woman once asked if a socket wrench was for gardening. My wife tried to reason with her, told her the sale was final, and if she wanted anything, she should have picked it up before we bought the place. But no, that wasn't good enough. She wanted to keep the tractor. She needed it, apparently. For what? Who knows? Maybe she was planning to display it next to her precious auction lamp. Months passed, and every time we mentioned tearing down the old shed, she'd lose it. Don't you dare sell my tractor. If you touch my stuff, I'll sue you. Sue us, her own daughter, over a pile of rusted junk that had been sitting there for decades. My wife was heartbroken and stressed out. Every phone call ended in shouting or tears, and the worst part, her mother thrived on it. She wanted us to feel powerless, to know she could still control us from 100 miles away. And that's when I decided enough was enough. We were up at the cabin one weekend, fixing the porch and getting ready to start building a new garage. That broken tractor was right in the way. I remember standing there in the shed, just staring at it, covered in rust, smelling of oil and rot, and thinking, this thing is the perfect metaphor for her. Heavy, useless, always in the way. I I told my wife I was going to gather her mom's stuff so we could figure out what to do. She shrugged and said, "Whatever, it can sit outside for all I care." And that's when the idea hit me. That night, after everyone was asleep, I got to work. It was around 1:30 in the morning. Cool air, quiet woods, just the sound of crickets and my heartbeat pounding in my ears. I hooked up my trailer to the truck, grabbed the winch, and started loading her precious belongings. The old tractor wouldn't start, of course, so I had to winch it on, inch by inch, trying not to wake the kids. Every creak and metallic groan felt like a gunshot in the dark. Next, I loaded up her shop vac, the chainsaws, her rusted toolbox, everything she ever claimed was hers. Then I built a huge wooden crate, 4 feet by 4 feet, just to make sure all the small stuff stayed together. By the time I was done, the truck looked like I was hauling junk to a scrapyard. But no, this junk had a destination, a very specific destination. Long Island, her driveway. I hit the road around 2 a.m. 2.5 hours of driving through empty highways, the glow of my dashboard the only light. And the entire time, I couldn't stop smiling. You know that kind of silent, maniacal laughter you can't hold in? Yeah, that. At 4:30, I pulled into her neighborhood. Beautiful place. Big lawns, manicured trees, and now about to be blessed with one of the ugliest tractors in New York State. I backed the trailer into her driveway like a pro, ramps down, quiet as possible. It took every ounce of strength not to burst out laughing. The crate was heavy as hell, 300 pounds easy, so I slid it off the dolly and left it right next to the tractor. Perfectly arranged, like an art exhibit titled, "Be Careful What You Wish For." I looked around one last time, not a single light on, not a single neighbor peeking out. 20 minutes, start to finish. I jumped back in the truck and drove off, grinning ear to ear like a teenager who just pulled off the world's dumbest prank. By the time I got home, it was just before 6. My wife woke up as I walked through the door. She looked at me, confused. "Where'd you go?" I said, "Just grab breakfast." She frowned when she noticed the trailer still hitched. "Why is that still on?" I said, "Didn't feel like unhooking it yet," trying not to laugh. I grabbed some bagels and coffee from the gas station just to keep up the act. But inside, I was buzzing. My heart was pounding like I'd just gotten away with a bank heist. 8 a.m. came and went. 9 a.m. Still no call. Then, 9:15. My wife's phone buzzed. She looked at it, rolled her eyes. Her mother. "Pick it up," I told her, grinning. She sighed and answered, and immediately, all you could hear was screaming. "What did you do? There's a tractor in my driveway! You can't do this!" I took the phone, put it on speaker. I said, calmly, "That's your tractor. You wanted it? You got it." And then I hung up. My wife stared at me for a second, then burst out laughing so hard she had tears in her eyes. Of course, that wasn't the end of it. An hour later, she texted saying she was calling the police. And sure enough, around 1 p.m., my phone rang. Long Island number. "This is Officer Name with Town Police Department. I'm here with your mother-in-law. She says you dumped some property on her driveway." I kept my voice calm. "That's her stuff. She wanted it." There was a pause. I could hear her screaming in the background. "Is this your tractor, ma'am?" "Yes, but I don't want it here. I want them to take it back." You could practically hear the officer's patience evaporating. "Do you have a storage agreement, ma'am?" "No," she snapped. At that point, he realized what I already knew. She was completely unhinged. He told her there wasn't anything illegal about what I'd done. If she wanted to press trespassing charges, she'd have to prove who dropped it off. And, well, anyone could have done it. I swear I could hear him trying not to laugh. She didn't talk to us for 6 months after that. No calls, no fake guilt trips, just blessed silence. And honestly, those 6 months were heaven. She got exactly what she asked for. Every single item she'd weaponized to control us. And in the end, she couldn't even handle it being hers. You could call it petty, sure, but to me, it was poetic justice. Sometimes revenge doesn't need to be loud or cruel. Sometimes it's just about giving someone exactly what they ask for and watching them choke on their own entitlement. If this story gave you that sweet sense of satisfaction, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest revenge you've ever witnessed? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories where karma shows up in the most